And Joe, before we move on from Chelsea and Leeds, I want to ask you a bit of an interesting question. Bielsa's contract is up this summer, is it, or is it next summer?
No, this summer, yeah. He only ever signs 1 year.
Yeah, he likes to do his 1 year add-ons. Now Steven Gerrard has just won a league in Scotland, and as Liverpool fans, I think we all expect Steven Gerrard to one day manage Liverpool. But from my perspective, I'd like to see him manage a Premier League side first. And for me, I think he'd be a perfect fit for Leeds. How do you feel about that?
I've shouted it out before, mate, to be honest. Look, I think Bielsa will be here for a couple more seasons. Yeah, I think he's already basically told us that he will be here next season. But I do look at Steven Gerrard and the way that he's got Rangers playing, and like you, I think it'd be a good suit, to be honest. But then obviously there's the Liverpool job, and by the time Bielsa comes, will Klopp still be there? I'm not sure. There's a lot of moving parts, but he's someone that excites me. An ex Manchester United player, Gabriel Heinze, is another one that as a Leeds United fan I would be excited by. I know some people might not agree with that, but he's a great coach doing bits. So it'd be interesting to see which avenue we do go down, mate. I do know that or I'm led to believe that they are a fan of Steven Gerrard at the club. So they're always looking, you see. This is what the thing is with Bielsa, he could leave at any point. That's the facts behind it. That's why he's got the El Loco tag, all this sort of stuff. So if anything's not going, he could leave. And I know in the past they looked at Lee Bowyer when we were in the Championship and he was at Charlton. I know, or I've heard that they like what Steven Gerrard's doing. So know that they will have contingency plans in place if anything did happen. But yeah, 100%. He'd be someone that, I would like, unlike a Frank Lampard.
I was just about to say Lampard's available if you want him.
No, mate, this is the difference, though. Steven Gerrard's gone and done his bit. Frank Lampard spent a year at Derby, took them backwards and got a top job. Which never worked like that,
I think that's the interesting thing with Gerrard, though, isn't it? He's done it in Scotland, which I think people, it's Rangers or Celtic. Celtic have had a poor season this year, and Gerrard's used that to his advantage. Rangers, though, have been outstanding, and it's not just his league form that you have to look at Gerrard for. It's how he's got them playing in Europe. They're consistently going into the knockout stages of the European competitions now. They're looking strong. People are thinking that they can go really far in Europe this year. Obviously, the league's already wrapped up for them now. So it is an interesting thing, and I am intrigued how well Rangers do it in Europe this season. I'm hoping that they knock United out along the way. That would be very nice. But I'm really intrigued, and I do think it isn't long before Premier League clubs start looking at Steven Gerrard. And for me as a Liverpool fan, I think it would be perfect for us to see him at another Premier League club and see how well he adapts to the Premier League before he comes to us. Because obviously, after what happened with Frank Lampard, there is that worry in the back of our minds. I do think the appointment for Leeds post Bielsa is absolutely huge for your football club, Joe, because the things Bielsa has done to turn Leeds around and get them back in the position that Leeds as a football club deserve to be at, but have been away from for so far, is outstanding. And he's done a brilliant job. And if you're looking at people like Lee Bowyer, I'd be worried as a Leeds fan personally.
That was, like I say, that was when we were in the Championship. I know that was someone they looked at just in case, but he was doing well at Charlton at the time and in the Championship. I know he was on a shoestring budget and a lot of things going on, so that was someone they looked at then. It wouldn't be the case now. I was just giving you an example of they're always looking. There's contingency plans in place. But yeah, you're right. The next person through the door has to be the right fit. We're not going to go and say, do a big Sam, bring someone like that. I have trust in the ownership and the director of football and everything that's in place at Leeds United, that when it does happen, it'll be the right choice.